Hello everybody, mytyreign here again. Oh, excuse me. This is going to be my review of Single Ladies Season 2, Episode 4. I finally watched it. I know it came on Monday. I finally watched it. Excuse me if I'm a bit winded. I just got in. Took my mom out to dinner for her birthday. Today's her birthday. So just came back from there. First of all, let me talk about... I'll just talk about my hair because I know you ain't gonna, because you're not going to be able to see the whole look. So this is the finger roll wig again that I did the video on a couple weeks ago. But in the front part I added about 3 or 4 tracks of the longest piece of the 27-piece hair. You guys who know the hair terminology, the 27-piece hair, the longest portion in there, I added about 4 pieces to the front so that, you know, it could come out and I guess lay the way it's laying. And I just have this little headband tied around it. And I did set it with some setting lotion, some foam wrap setting lotion. I set it and I put those strips around it that you put on your hair before you set it on the dryer. But I just let it air dry while it was on the mannequin so it could be a little flatter. And then I just tied this little headband around it. So that's the look I have going on with the hair right now. After today, you probably really can't see it, so I may do a video on it tomorrow. Don't know. But anyway, let's get into this review. So on this episode of Single Ladies, the Malcolm and Keisha saga continues. When the episode opens up, Keisha... God, I'm sorry, I can't remember these people's names. Keisha, Raquel, and April. Keisha, Raquel, April, and Travis. You know, Travis, the guy that works at the store. They are all going to a male strip club. I forgot the name of it. But anyway, Raquel's never been to a male strip club before, so she doesn't know how to act. She doesn't know etiquette. She doesn't know what she's supposed to do. So they're teaching her the ropes or what have you. You know, they meet some guys. Now, Keisha offers to pay for Raquel a lap dance, and Raquel's like, okay, I'll do it if you do it. But the guy who Keisha chooses to do lap dance for her, the whole time he's dancing, she's having these daydreams about Malcolm and Sean. I guess she's torn in between the two. And so, you know, April meets this guy there. They kind of hit it off. They have drinks or something like that. And so April and the stripper start seeing each other, you know, after the club. And first she's keeping it a secret from Keisha and Val and Travis and all the rest of them. First she's keeping it a secret, but then she goes ahead and said, hey, I'm dating this guy, he's a stripper, anybody got a problem with it, who cares, blah, blah, blah. So, nothing important happened with that. But in this episode, Raquel's dad is the president of some kind of prestigious, fabulous Atlanta socialite club situation, whatever, and they're having their annual whatever kind of ball it is. And so Raquel invites Keisha and April to go to this, you know, function with her. So, you know, you have to dress in your finest garbs and go to this event, and so everybody's there, everybody's looking good with their formals on, everybody's looking fly, fresh. And so, oh, I reached back in the old school bag with that one, didn't I? Fresh, okay. So anyway, everybody's looking good, cute, what have you, and Malcolm's at this ball. Malcolm is actually the queen of the ball's escort. So he's now dating this girl. Her name's Taylor, and Taylor is a real bitch. She is a bitch. She is an ass. She rude, and she takes these digs at people, you know, one of those kinds. But anywho, so Keisha's very hurt by seeing Malcolm at the ball with this girl, and she goes outside, she's crying about it, whatever, and then they leave. Raquel also runs into her ex, the one that was cheating on her at their engagement party. She runs into him there. He trying to shoot the breeze with her and get back in her good graces. And then up comes this broad who he was there with, that was his date, talking about, hey baby, so-and-so, so-and-so. So Raquel's like, dude, are you serious? I don't even have time to deal with you. So, anywho, that's what happens with that. And also at this ball, April is experiencing some people being mean and rude to her. And at first she thought that they were racist, but she said the white people were being mean too. So, come to find out, the reason that they're acting and treating her like that is because, you remember season 1, she was sleeping with the mayor of Atlanta. And it was a big scandal behind it, and I think he had to step down from his position. And, you know, because they flashed her all over the news as one of his mistresses or whatever. So, you know, they're kind of like, they're standoffish to her because they say she ruined this black man's political career and this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 so on and so forth. So some society woman, some old broad, honey, jumps fly with her because the lady's son is talking to April and trying to get to know April, and she say, why you embarrassing me like this, and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, the point of the situation is, Suge Avery, y'all know Suge Avery, if y'all know Color Purple, Suge Avery was in this episode. She played this, you know, high society lady who came to April's rescue when everybody else was being mean to her, and was letting her know, I mean, everybody make mistakes with, you know, stuff that they did, so don't worry about it. You know, don't let these people just treat you any kind of way, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, Suge Avery done aged, y'all. I mean, I know The Color Purple was about 25 years ago. I'm getting completely off topic, but I know Color Purple was about almost 30 years ago. About 27, almost 30 years ago. So I guess that's about right. But honey, Suge Avery done aged, but she looking good. She just old. But, you know, she was on this episode. I just like, oh, hey, sister, you've been on my mind. Okay. I know that was terrible. Anywho, let's get back to the show. So, Keisha, you know, after they leave, she's upset. She's crying over the whole Malcolm situation. And she goes home, blah, blah, blah. And Malcolm comes to her house for some reason. Talking about he didn't get to tell her bye at the little ball or party or whatever the situation was. Which he could care less about telling her bye. So, sit down somewhere, Malcolm, with all of that. Now, Sean shows up at her house while Malcolm's at the door, and Keisha didn't know Sean was coming. But she played it off like she knew, oh, hey, there you are. You was running late like he was supposed to be there, and Malcolm was like, oh, okay, I guess you busy. I'm finna go. Keisha like, yes, I am busy. Going on, kick rocks, going on about your business. So, that's what happened with that. And I'm trying to remember what happened at the end of this episode. Oh, the girl who's the bitch, Taylor. At the end of the show, she comes in, you know, Raquel's new store, Raquel's store now. She comes in the store and to get some money from a pledge that Keisha made to donate to whatever the charity ball was for. I don't know, to get the money. But anyway, I think the point, she came in there just so she could make sure that Keisha heard her tell Raquel that she was changing her address, that her new address was so-and-so, which is what Malcolm's address is. And of course Keisha heard her, but she not finna let this hoe know that she heard her, and that, you know, she peeping that she is finna start living with her ex-boo. So she just left it alone, didn't say nothing. And then when the broad left, Keisha went over there and was like, that's Malcolm's new address. And so they was all looking like, oh my goodness. So I guess Malcolm is now with this new girl, Taylor, who's a bitch. I guess they together now, whatever. Oh, and also, in this episode, Lauren London was in this episode. Because you remember, she was on the first season as Jerry, that guy that Val was dating, his daughter. She was Jerry's daughter. And so she's on this episode as, she's the same person, but she's now dating a politician. And the politician is Flex Alexander. Y'all remember Flex from, what was he on? 101? I don't know. He married to Shanice. I know that. That girl, you know, I love your style. song. But he was on this episode as the politician that Lauren London is now dating. But Lauren London got some skeletons in her closet. I don't know if she used to be a video vixen or whatever the situation was, but she got some sex tape situation going on that she don't want to come out. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. This episode wasn't just absolutely captivating. The main point, or the most, the most important part, in my opinion, was the continuing saga between Malcolm and Keisha. That's really all. So, that's really all I got to say about that. And I guess that's all for now. I'll come back to you guys hopefully sometime again this week, trying to get some more videos out. And thanks everybody for watching. See you next time. Oh, and I may put some pictures at the end of this, what I'm wearing, or I may do a separate after of the day video on it. Don't know. I'll decide that later on. But anyway, everybody have a good night. Bye.